What's up, guys? My name's Caleb Srackangast. This is Buffalo Creek Outdoors. I'm back up here at Grafton Archery. Today is not going to be a review as much as it is going to be a comparison. So if you have a Lift 33, should you buy, and is it worth your money to upgrade to the Lift X 33? Hopefully I'm going to answer that question today. Let's jump on into it. So those of you that have watched my videos, you know that starting last year I came up with a grading criteria sheet that has 12 grading criteria and up to a score of 100 points for each bow. Now, if you are interested in going to those sheets, you can go to the link down below in the description and it'll take you to whichever scoring sheets you want to look at. I have them in a PDF. Now I have my Lift 33 scoring sheet from last year, and then I have my Lift X 33, which is this bow here, scoring sheet from this year. With that being said, I don't have any Lift 33s up here at the shop to show you, but this bow here is essentially a Lift 33 with limb shift technology and a new grip system and a new way that they manufacture their limbs. That's pretty much it, guys. There's 3 different upgrades on the Lift X versus the Lift X, or the Lift 33, excuse me. So here's the thing. You got the Arc 7 limb technology. Essentially all that is, they reproduce, they've changed how they produce their limbs. So those of you that may have had an issue with a cracking limb last year on a Lift will not experience that this year, according to Mathews. The next change is going to be the Engage grip that they come with now is a hard plastic polymer type grip with a small rubber or thin rubber strip in the back on that spine of the grip. Now, Mathews did come out with a new grip system called the Bond grip system. You can purchase that separately, but what comes with it is a much nicer grip in my opinion than the standard Engage grip, which is all rubberized. It was hard for me to get my hand in position on that grip consistently. This is much nicer. And then lastly, your main difference is going to be your limb shift technology. And where I really think that's going to be applicable to most people is maybe you target archers. That's going to be allow you to make fine adjustments on your tuning setup. And then your hunters, as far as the hunters go, it's like myself, when I shoot broadheads out to distance, now, instead of bringing my rest slightly out of tune compared for what Mathews says it should be at, I can adjust my right limb in or out and tune my broadheads that way. That is going to be huge in my opinion, mostly, like I say, for that broadhead tuning aspect. So let's jump on into the score sheets and I'll tell you what my opinion is on whether you should purchase the Lift X if you already have a Lift, or if you may want to wait. So let's jump on into it. So for shootability, both of these bows are in that 9-point scale for shootability. They both got a 71.25 for the total score. That's axle to axle, riser length, brace height, subtract the reflex, and that's how you get that score. They both got 9s. They're both they should be a very, very shootable platform for pretty much anybody that wants to shoot them, as long as you got a 26-inch draw length up to 31.5-inch draw length. Both of these bows are available up from 55 to 80 pounds. Now, if you don't have the Lift currently, Mathews is not going to keep producing the Lift. They've switched over to the Lift X, but specs-wise, 80 to 85%. Either one of those let-offs, you can get either one of those bows. You're still going to be able to get the mods because the mods from the Lift are the same identical mods for the Lift X. The cam did not change. The mods did not change. So anything you can get for the Lift, you can still get for the Lift X, and vice versa. Shooting-wise, tunability, both of these bows got a 7. I think last year's Lift 33, I might have actually wrote down the wrong number, but they both got a 7 out of my tunability score sheet. The difference in tunability on the Lift X, like I said, is going to be that limb shift technology. and that gave it a 2 versus with the lift, I only had a 1 because you could only adjust your cam left or right with the top hats. The top hats are now gone for the Lift X. Excuse me, I'm getting sick. So if you hear me sniffing, that's why. Anyway, tunability wise, both bows got a 7. Draw cycle is identical, and I did give the Lift X a better draw cycle this year, but that's not because the bow changed. I think it was just, I don't know, that's the thing about these reviews, guys. Like, you try to take all the personal opinion out of them, and you try to make it as a hard point as you can, but short of having a draw force scale, there's really no way for me to actually say this has a better draw cycle than the other. It's just going to be personal preference. In my opinion, the Lift 33 and the Lift X 33 are going to be exactly the same on draw cycle. I just think I scored this bow more accurately. I probably should have had a 9 on draw cycle on the Lift 33 last year. Letdown. Both these bows got an 8. I think that's huge for a hunter. Back wall, both bows got a 10. Exact same. Like I said, the cam system did not change. Vibration and noise. Noise was another area that I think I may have not been completely accurate last year. I gave this bow, the Lift X33, a 5 on noise, but I think both bows are identical. I don't think there's any difference there as well. From there, you got speeds. So this is something that probably is a little different for each one of you. So last year's Lift 33, when I reviewed it, I only had a mod available at 28 and 30. So the numbers that you're seeing on that score sheet do not match what I actually should have gotten at 27. But using the rule of thumb of roughly 10 feet a second per inch of draw length, we can kind of get pretty close on what we think it would have been. All right, so what did I get on speeds? So calculating that 10% or 10 feet a second off for 27-inch draw length on the Lift 33. So Lift 33 with a 27-inch draw, 70 pounds, 350 grain arrow, and Lift X, same criteria. I got 304 with the Lift 33 and 299.7 with the Lift X 33. Like I say, that's close enough in variables, like that's identical. I mean, that's really, really close. For 425 grain arrow, I would have gotten 274.9. I got 274.9 on the Lift X 33, and it would have been 279 on the Lift 33. And then with a 513 grain arrow, I got 251.7 on the Lift X 33, and would have been 253 on the Lift 33. Moving both bows to a 30-inch draw length and going down from there, I got 331 and 334 Lift X, Lift 33, 304 and 306 Lift X, Lift 33, 279 and 280 Lift X, Lift 33. So you can see there, speed-wise, it could be anything. The chronograph could have been set slightly different. I don't remember last year when I did this if I had the Garmin when I did the lift, but I used the Garmin chrono on the Lift X. So speed-wise, both bows got a 9.5. Weight, identical, 4.6 pounds, both got a 9.5. Balance, I gave this year's bow a little bit better balance score. Once again, opinion kind of shifted. I think it does balance better, or balance the same. I don't think there's really any difference there between the two. Integrated accessories are going to be the exact same, even though Mathews did come out with a new UV Mathews Signature Series sight, but that's not for the bow. You can shoot that on any of the Mathews with the integrated risers. So accessories both got a 5, and then price, they're about $100, $50 to $100 or so more expensive this year than they were last year, but that still puts you in the same price window. So the Lift got a little higher score, got an 87. The Lift 33, the Lift X got an 87. The Lift 33 got an 83. Like I said, I don't think there's really 4 points difference in these. Well, I do, but I don't think it shows that on the grading criteria. I think that tunable cam and limb system, I think, is going to be huge. And I do think it's a difference there, but as far as the way the bow shoots, identical. So to answer the question, should you buy a Lift X 33 if you have a Lift 33? My opinion is, if you shoot your Lift 33 well, you don't have issues with broadhead tuning, and you really have no complaints about the bow, I don't think it's worth the money to buy the Lift X 33. However, because of the transferable warranty on these bows now, or the transferable warranty on the lifts, if you can sell your lift and get most of your money back or a lot of your money back, I do think it's worth the upgrade to the Lift X 33 because of that feature, that tunability feature. As far as the grips go, you can use those. The Bond grips will fit on any of the bows, the Mathews bows back to 2019. So that's nothing there. Because of the transferable warranty, if you haven't had any issues yet with your lift limbs cracking, you're probably not going to. So really the biggest issue is going to be, do you want the limb shift technology? If you don't have a lift, 100% it's worth the money to buy the Lift X. But if you do have a lift, my personal opinion is, if you shoot it well, you don't have issues with your broadheads tuning, and you really have no reason to switch, then you just have no reason to switch. You're not going to notice a huge difference. If you don't shoot your bow well and you're looking for something that is going to give you a lot more tunability, then yes, I think it's worth the money for the Lift X. All right, verse of the day. John chapter 11, verse 25. Jesus said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Believeth thou this? So what does that mean? That means that pretty much, even though your earthly body is going to die, if you believe in Jesus, you believe in God, you believe Jesus died on the cross and was resurrected 3 days later for you, thousands of years ago, before you were ever even thought of. If you believe that, even though your earthly body dies, you're up in heaven with him. It's not going to matter. So I hope you believe that. If you have any questions about that, comment down below, hit me up on social media, and we'll have a conversation. I'd love to have a conversation with you about it. Anyway, come hit these guys up at Grafton Archery at 704-855-1300 if you have any questions regarding the bows or the new bows or your lift that you currently have. They don't have any up here, any lifts to sell, but they have the Lift X's plenty available. So come up here and check them out. Remember to live your life to the fullest and use your passions to bless others. Check out the channel. Check out the merchandise on the website. Please continue to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We'll catch you on the next video.